Great. Yep. Greetings, greetings, greetings. We are here. We're back in the lab. We're in the lab. We are in the lab. And as always, we have special guests with us here in the lab. We got Minister JaQuan Oliver of the Dear Young People Show and the Dear Young People Movement and Organization. They're glad to have the brother on. Glad to have you on, my brother. How are you?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I think you might be a little frozen, but yeah, I can hear you. Let's see, because I know you doing the Chrome. JaQuan. Let's see. Again, but to all the Run Tell That family members, glad to have you on here because this is a special show. Like we said, all our shows are special shows. And what we're about sharing some information. We're going to share some information with someone. As long as everything is straight with regard to his connection, we'll be engaging in a conversation with a wonderful brother, great brother here, one of the heroes in the city. And so I just want to make sure that he can hear us. All right, this is him calling me right now. Do this. Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you when you said something before. Right now, it seems like you're screaming throat. You just went out. Huh?
Yeah, it just kicked me out.
But sign back in. But yeah, before you asked me, hey, but I know your screen was frozen for a few seconds. So let's see. Try to log back in. If not, then I'll text you. Or you can then contact our producer, Julius Hall. And so then if whatever needs to happen with regards to that. So yeah. So as y'all say, I got Minister JaQuan on the telephone right here. JaQuan Oliver got him on the phone right now. So working it on now so we can engage in this conversation.
Trying to get back on.
All right, not a problem, not a problem. I tell folks, we keep it real. Run Tell That, a simple show, simple show. And we have conversations. That's what it's about. We have conversations and we make it all simple. We don't try to complicate it at all. Not at all. Glad to have you with us.
Yes, sir.
So, just. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, for all of you are at home checking out the show right now, we'll get this all worked out. So we'll be rolling. So just bear with us. We are proud and happy that you're all part of Run Tell That family. So yes. Once we get it all situated, we'll then tell you all to please share the conversation that we have with Minister JaQuan Oliver. JaQuan Oliver. I'm thinking about JaQuan Howard for a second because we think about Ebony Sports Reports, but we got to talk about some of that tomorrow, So some of y'all Run Tell That family, check out Ebony Sports Reporters where I hosted, and then you have Coach Julius Hall, Coach Bernard Brown, Coach, excuse me, Robert Deloach, Coach Robert R.G. Bryant, and also Coach Ben. So yes. How you doing, classmate? That's right. Glad to see you, Magdalene. Right here. Yes, man. Yes, man. HVJ in the house. HVJ in the house. Yes, ATR. That's right. ATR. That's what we all a part of. And so, how's looking for you, JaQuan?
It's kind of slow.
Okay. Okay. All right. So since it's moving a little slow, and yeah, what we want to do, we want to have a conversation now to the Run Tell That family. We want to have a conversation about, yeah, 1501, Brandon in the house, 1501 in the house. That's right. HVJ in the house. That's where we all here. B, that's right. See, I was gonna ask you about that, and I was gonna need you to get that correct. But just hold on. We want. I want the people to see your face. I want people to see your face when you say some stuff that's sacrilegious. I just want you to see. I want everybody to see your face. I don't just want to have the audio. I want them to see your face with regards to this. Yes. Uh-huh. So yeah, we here in the lab. We be getting this kick started soon and very soon. So it might be a little time the buffering. So yes. And so you all have celebrated Juneteenth. You all went to celebrate in Savannah, Chatham County, Georgia. I told folks there are about 15 Juneteenth programs are going. 15 Juneteenth programs going on in Savannah, Chatham County. I should say in Chatham County. I should say in Chatham County, Georgia. Like 15 Juneteenth programs. And that's not included when we then go to South Carolina. Then we go down the coast in Georgia. So in Southern South Carolina, Juneteenth programs, Jasper County, Beaufort County. Then you go and have Juneteenth programs in Glenn County, all over the place. And good evening, Reverend Betty Jones. Glad to have you here. Oh, Brandon, happy birthday, man. 1501, happy birthday. It's an honor to have you here with us on your birthday. On your Earth Day, again, mad love, mad respect to you, B. Mad respect. That's right. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. We honor you with God's day. Another revolution around the sun. Now they're going revolving around the sun. So yeah, we expect those great things to continue to go and take it to a height, go to another level. Be right there. So that's it. Yes, sir. Reverend Betty Jones, again, thank you for joining us, and thank all of you who are here with Run Tell That. Glad to have you all here. So again, our guest is Minister JaQuan Oliver, just working out some things with regard to the connection so he can come on so we can engage in this conversation. Have this wonderful conversation because I look forward to this conversation. This is a conversation I've been looking forward to. I even told some other people, I say he's going to be on here. And so I want to have this conversation. And which it could be done via audio, but then I want people to see. So.
All right, there go.
All right. So he is here, Minister Quan Howard. Glad to have you here. And to everyone who's checking out Run Tell That right now, bam, this brother right here, let y'all know. This is one of the heroes in Savannah, Georgia, Chatham County, Georgia right now. I gotta say, I go back and we first met like 5 years ago, and just proud of this brother right here, proud of the great work he does. But then I gotta bring something up because y'all know how Jamal is on Run Tell That. Y'all know how Jamal is on in the shows. Cause let me tell you about Minister JaQuan Oliver. Let me tell you about him. He don't never side with me about nothing. Nothing. I had told my daughter, I told Amira. That's why I told Amira, you come on the show and I was going to put it out there. JaQuan never saw me. When I post something, he be like, leave my cousin alone. Leave my cousin alone. Then JaQuan goes, leave my sister alone. Leave my sister alone. That's what he be doing on me. He turns on me all the time. That's why I wanted to make sure I had you on the show. That's why I want people to see who you are. That's why Jamal always got something up his sleeve. That's why I ain't want no audio. I need to let people see Minister JaQuan Oliver. He turns on me all the time. But guess what? I love him, respect him, because he's one of the heroes right here. My brother, how are you?
I'm good, man. Listen, I'm so excited to be on Run Tell That.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So we do this with one time. They're like, we get thrown out there. You say, who are you? Who are you?
Well, as you said, I am a youth minister here in Savannah. I am a minister at New Salem Community Fellowship Church. I am the founder and creator of the DYP show, but everyone else knows it as Dear Young People. I got my shirt on, repping DYP.
But y'all need to ask him, where is the shirt for Jamal? Where's the gift for Jamal? He don't never get Jamal no gift, but that's another story
You
for
left,
another day, another
left
time.
you left early Saturday, so we had a shirt for you, but you left. You snuck out. I didn't even see you leave. You see how I turned that back around on you?
Yeah, and see, and that's why I wait on this too. I want to go say, the first lady and the pastor and evangelist is somebody who helped raise me. And as I left the event, let me tell you, I had my phone, I run across the street looking both ways. But then she on the phone with her sister, that is First Lady Jackie Smalls. She gonna say, she gonna tell her sister, you know what? Jamal just ran across the street like he ain't even look for the traffic. I said, that's a lie. Then she gonna try to handle me. And so I'm letting you know, the whole church, New Salem people always try to handle me. You got Minister JaQuan and Minister Jackie, always try to handle me. So I'm gonna ask this question, my brother. Who your people? Who your people? Who your people, brother? Who your people?
Listen, so my great grandfather is Louis Oliver Sr. So do you know what St. Luke Church is?
On MLK.
Yes, sir. If you look straight ahead across from St. Luke, you have Louis Auto Repair, and that's my great grandfather.
Nah, I know that, but y'all see how he just tried to handle me? I told y'all he tried to handle me. And he also was one of the great black firefighters in the city of Savannah. But see how he just tried to handle me? I want y'all to see. Y'all are witnessing how JaQuan handles me. Minister JaQuan, how he handles me. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's right. And so that you see the brother got the connection right here in the city, right here in the county. He got the connection in the area. So yes. So now I'm gonna ask you this. Who inspires you or what inspires you?
Well, I had my goddad is Gary Gordon. He was one of my father's good friends back in high school, and he's actually my godfather, as I just said. And so ever since I've been young, just seeing him with the vision of 520, with the vision of 520 Tavern, he just his being him, he inspires me just by him. Being an entrepreneur right here in Savannah. He's not in Atlanta, he's not in another state, but he's right here in Savannah. So just by, that inspires me, and I'm sure it inspires, some other young people here.
Absolutely, brother. That's right. And me and G, we also do training at 2717. G has not joined with us right there. And that's the wonderful thing, again, the connection. Y'all see the connection. And we say to all the Run Tell That family, everyone checking out the show, share, because that's what we do. We believe in throwing information out there to help people, to inspire people, and empower people.
I just shared it on my page too.
All right, cool. Bam. Dear young people in the house. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And here go my brother, Lenny Brooker. And so I said, Lenny in. First Lady Jackie tried to handle me on Saturday, and JaQuan was trying to handle me too. I just want you to know that's what they do all the time. That's what they do all the time. They do that all the time. But now, my brother, we'll throw it out there to you. What song inspires you? What song gives you that song that at times when you hear it? It could be a song or songs.
Can we come back to that one? I got to think about that one.
Okay, see how he trying to take on my shit what to do. Okay, that's fine. So, all right. So we're going to go to this right here, brother. We're going to ask you the question. What is Dear Young People? What is Dear Young People? What is Dear Young People show? What is that about? Like I said, I call it a movement. That's what I call it.
It's a movement. So I'll tell you how it first started. So maybe a few years ago when I was in middle school, it started as just by me, sending inspirational text messages to, a few of my classmates. And then as the years went on, I went to high school, it began to get even bigger. Everybody was wanting to get these inspirational texts. And so maybe a few years after that, the pandemic hit. I was a senior in high school at one of the best high school, Saul C. Johnson High School, class of 2020. Where that class it goes down in history. So during that time, we experienced some of the most crucial times. And so in that time, I said, you know what can I do to inspire not only my classmates, but students who were graduating in 2020 around the city. So I started a podcast, which is called Dear Young People. I started May 7th, 2020. And it just, when I first started it, I wanted to give them something to look forward to see young entrepreneurs doing great things in the community. Give young artists, young talented people a platform. That way they could share their gifts, they can share their talents. And so at each show, I would close the show out with an empowering message. So I always tell people there's 3 components to the show. So we have interview, we have entertainment, and we have the empowerment. So even at the events that we host, you always get those same 3 components. You got the interviews, entertainment, and empowerment.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I know you got to say something.
Minister JaQuan.
I know it's one thing that I said in there that you just, I know it ticked you off.
I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna let you handle me like that. I'm not gonna let you live in my head rent free. You are not living in my head rent free. Mm-hmm. You are not gonna be doing that. I know You're not gonna. We're not gonna roll with that. And so you discuss something. You talk about the elements that you have, and so that one to delve deeply with regards to what are the components of Dear Young People, and when I say components, I mean talking who are some of the people that you've seen be instrumental with regards to the formation. That means even if you forget someone, I just want to throw it out there because I want people to hear and acknowledge the folks. Because as I share with you all, I said this is one of the heroes here in Chatham County. Minister JaQuan Oliver, one of the heroes here in Chatham County, and there's a team of them that have been involved in the efforts. And so I want you to go ahead and acknowledge those components as to why you have those different components. Like you say, there are 3 elements to it. Go ahead and acknowledge that with regards to that, and then some of the people that play the role.
So are you asking like some of the people that we have with, behind the scenes and helping?
Oh, yes, because I think because they help make it possible. Because I know that.
Yes.
One of the things I tell folks, you never achieve greatness by yourself. Others help you to achieve greatness. And I know for you even to put on your show that for you to put your show on, that other people are right there. And when I've come to the program, even when I had to leave early because I have other stuff going, people ask me to come do other stuff, and I got to leave and run across the street, be responsible. Unlike First Lady Jackie Small said, I did not look at the cars, but I did look. So I know that there are a team of people that I've seen there, seen people around like Sister Maya and all of them. I see supporters, and I want people to like hear. And why you pick those phases, like as you said, the 3 elements to the show as to why. Because sometimes, I'm saying I do certain things, and that I have phases, and there's a purpose, and I tell folks there's a method to the madness.
That's right. That's right. So first, I have to give, when I first came up with the vision of, the actual show, I went to one of my good friends. I'm sure you know him, Mr. Jaquan Green with M Green Productions. So I went to him with the vision, and he said Oliver. We call each other by our last name. So I called him Green, and he called me Oliver. So he said, Oliver, this is going to be good. And then from that moment, we started planning. We started putting things together. So the first couple of shows, I mean, he was the producer. He produced it, for me. He put everything together. And then eventually I was able to start, doing things myself. But I realized, wait a minute, this thing is getting, it's going somewhere higher. I can't do this by myself. So then, of course, I got to give a shout out to my mom. She has been a part of the journey. My grandmother. I can name many people. Chanel. She is our program advisor. Maya, she helps out with all of our events planning, with our volunteers. Hope, Robbins. There's so many people that I can name. It's just so many. I can't even name all of them. But to all of the DYP family, if you're watching, I appreciate you, because we could not have come this far if it was without you. So every person that had their hands in DYP some way, some form of fashion, I thank each and every one of you.
And that's it right there. And just let JaQuan, now I'm let you know this is the deal. I'm going to have a separate show with you. That's why I ain't going to have you on right now. So, because again, are you checking this out? I understand. Don't say like, why Jamal ain't got me? No, that's what it is. I want to get him. Like I said, I got to get on him because he be coming at me because don't bother my cousin. Don't bother my sister. And they be all like, ah. Like, yeah, I'm like, yeah, he turned against me. But my brother, and that is why I want you to also throw out those things, because those, again, some of the heroes here in Chatham County. These are people who are making things happen, who are doing things that sometimes many folks will not necessarily recognize what's happening, because they get caught into what all of the chaos is going around. I'm like saying, no, what you got to do sometimes, come out that smoke screen, look at it and say, they doing it. And that's why I said, I've seen your work. That I said, going back 5 years ago, when you approached me and said some things to me, I was like, okay. I'm like, this brother's for real. And my brother Lenny and Brooker right there, all at New Salem. I'm like, right there. I'm like saying, this brother got it. And that's why I've been impressed with that and the efforts that you have done when you start the podcast. I'm like saying, hey, we got to get the brother on and have, again, my thing is to let people know, hey, these are people that I have some contact with that impress me, and I want y'all to be impressed with them too and know who they are too. So now I'm going to throw something out there to you. What do you see as being the obligations to us, to our community, and to our people?
Well, first, I think education is one of the most important. We have to, encourage not only our, teens and kids, but our families, that education has to be first. Because without that, how are we going to be able to educate our families to be able to move higher and move forward? And with the families educated, that's how we can educate our entire community to be able to move forward.
All right, brother. Now, I'm going to tell you, Brother Lenny and Brooker, my family, my brother, he's saying that you would not let him join. That's what he said. I don't know. That's some stuff going on. I don't know. That's something separate. You already have the issue with me. So you got issue with Lenny and also. And Lillian just also said that we need to take up a collection for your truck. So I don't know what that's about. What is that about? If that is something serious or that's just a joke or something like that. I don't know. I don't know the inside joke. I'm just saying. So
he won't let. I'm looking at it now. I've just seen the. I think that's an inside joke.
Okay, all right. I was just saying. I was just trying to find out. I just want to make sure. So now I'm gonna say this to you, brother. Like I said, this is 2017, 2016. That again, like I saw some things, and then as you said, you went through a experience with regards to COVID. You went through the experience, in the high school, and you developed a thought. You had a plan in your mind that you then said you must go forward with, and that you want something to touch and then reach all of us. I say, because I want people to understand that, dear young people, is not just young people.
No,
this is community right here. That's why I want to throw out to say community. That this is far-reaching. Yes, they may have a focus on certain things, but guess what? It still impacts our community. That's why I say you are a hero, and the work of everyone else with you with DYP are all heroes and sheroes.
Right.
So that's why I got to throw this out there to you on this. How should people handle when folks come at them with negative information, negative talk about what they want to achieve or what they want to do? How do you think, and that was, what's the word that you can give to someone or give to those people out there, that brother or that sister who's out there who has a thought, just like you may have had a thought, like you had a thought, and then want to go and achieve and do something, but you got the people, the naysayers coming at, hitting them with discouragement and also negative views?
Well, I can tell you from my experience, when I first started it, I told you like before, I went to a particular person that I knew that could help me, but I went to a few other people who, I said, okay, maybe I can ask for their advice. But those other people, they were kind of like, no, I don't think that's going to be good. I don't think that's, I think you should wait a little while. No, but, when I thought about it, I said, you know what? I got one confirmation. I already got my confirmation from up high. So that's all, that's the only thing I needed. What most of the confirmation from him. and then I got my confirmation from down here. That's all I needed. So I would say to every, not even just young people, but you may be in your 30s, you may be in your 40s wanting to start, whether it's a podcast, whether it's a business, go for it. Don't waste time listening to what the naysayers, what people around you, they're going to have negative things because God didn't put what he put in you in them. So you got to think about that.
Okay.
Don't procrastination. You got to let that stuff go and just push forward and reach your goal. You can't let nobody say anything about you, negative stuff. Let it go. Go higher.
And see, and
Eddie Jones said, when you get your confirmation from God, you must go forward. It's nowhere else to go but forward.
That's right. And that's Reverend Betty Jones. And she said that. Now, Lenny and my brother Lenny said that it should be dear young and old people. That's what he said. He said you would not let him be a part because he's old. That's what Lenny said.
I'll tell you, we have, for a while, I remember you was at our first event. I had my mom and my grandma. They wanted to help so bad. I said, no, we got young people that y'all can just sit and enjoy yourselves. But you know what? I said, we can't just limit it. Like Minister Booker just said, we can't just limit it to young people because, like you said, also it's about the community. But we focus on the young people first because we have to get the young people, their mindset. We want to shift their mindset to focusing on community. That way, the young people can work with the seasoned folk to help get some change.
And that's the truth. But y'all just here, I want y'all to understand. I always say share, because this is information that is needed and necessary. And so that's what we're glad to have with us here on Run Tell That, Minister JaQuan Oliver right here, dear young people. And so now that's what we ask you this. What are some of the programs or events or efforts of dear young people or the podcast? What is that about? Give us some of the programs or events and even that what you've done in the past, what you're doing presently, and what you see in the future with regards to it.
So as I said, earlier about the three components, we have the interviews, the entertainment and the empowerment. So Dear Young People is just a show. And like you said, it's a movement. It's every day now it's becoming, a movement. So it's more than just a YouTube show, a Facebook show. It's more than us just going live. Now we're starting to go into the community. We're starting to, put up our cameras, go to these Black-owned businesses, go to, different areas in Savannah, interviewing families, interviewing children. That way we can see how can we empower people in our community. We've been through so much. Am I telling the story? We've been through so much.
Go ahead, brother.
I think everybody, would be grateful just to see young people encouraging them, through all that we're going through. So the whole point of DYP is to empower not only young people, but to empower the community.
That's it. So I'm gonna throw something out to the producer and president of ATR, of Our Black Media, Julius Hall. Listen here, I'm the agent. I'm the agent. I'm the agent. I'm the agent. You can't do nothing with them. You can't go and talk to him. Julius Hall. I'm letting you know I'm the agent. I'll look over the contract. Understand that, Julius Hall, because I know you sitting there like, your mind, you're not looking at what type of affiliation you can do. I'm the agent. I'm the agent. Yep. Understand that, Julius Hall.
I add this too, to kind of go with the piece about the entertainment. So we have a lot of young, talented, young people in our community that their voices, whether they do spoken word, whether they can sing, whether they can dance, whether they can rap, most of the voices that we have in Savannah are overlooked. And they feel they feel like they don't have a platform to be able to share those gifts and talents. But on the news, we see young people doing negative stuff. But so DYP is a platform where young people come on, they can pour out their hearts, they can express themselves and be welcome. This is the DYP is the young people's platform.
All right, and that is something that we want folks to get clearly, that when you see a DYP event or see a program, understand it's not just for one group of people, but it's for everyone, and that you should participate, you should attend. Whenever you see that, you should say, hey, dear young people, let me go ahead. I need to go check out that event because I'm going to see something there that will empower me, that will inspire me. And when he talked about the talent, again, from Amaya to Jay Bird, and that seeing them right there, and they doing their thing.
Voices born and raised here.
Right, that's right, that's right. And here go, like we had Clay Hodges on 3 weeks ago. And so with regard to Clay, and I tell folks what Clay has shared. Clay as a hip hop artist, but also a television producer and television and creator of a television show, that Clay said that if you support the positive people who are the artists, guess what? That's what you get more of. But if you don't support them, then that's why you have this other element that you want to shy away from and critique and criticize. But that's why, again, so that's why I say event like Dear Young People is like, hey, that's something you want to go and support because it encourages and it supports the efforts of people who are doing great things and positive things. Like I said, who make up, again, this cadre of this movement that's a positive movement, that's a movement of growth and evolution. Because, again, life evolves. And that's healthy life evolves helpful, but healthy. Yeah. But then when you have life not evolving, then it devolves. And then it becomes destructive. And so then it's no longer healthy. It is unhealthy. So here it is. We got a movement that is happening with regard to that. And so that's why now I want to throw it out to you, my brother, that what are the activities that you've been proud of with regards to DYP or the events that DYP has been involved and engaged in?
So I know that I'm sure in Savannah, you've heard of pop-up shops.
Yes,
that is kind of something that's been popular lately. But DYP, we try not to do what everyone else is doing. We try to kind of incorporate things that will attract and attract young people, and not only just to attract them, but to engage. So we have like earlier, we have different speakers, different artists, things to. It all goes back to empowering the young people. So we have different groups. We get together some nights. We call it Empower Nights. We come on Zoom.
Okay.
It's just a session where we can, talk without any judgment, no judgment zone. It's a no judgment zone where we come on Empower Nights. We empower each other. We talk to each other, transparent.
And one of the things I've shared with folks in my classes, I tell folks in my classes, and we got Brandon here. So again, for y'all, those of you, let y'all know, today's Brandon's birthday. We say happy birthday, Brandon B. We say happy birthday to you. Brandon's in the house, 1501 in the house. Happy birthday. So we got everybody on here right now. So that way, make sure I acknowledge you with regards to your birthday publicly with everyone. That's right. Bam, in the house. Happy birthday to our family in the house. It's his birthday. Bam, that's what we do. And so as I tell folks, I say in the classroom, it is a judgment-free zone. And that is important for us to be able to learn from one another that it got to be judgment-free. And then when you talk about that empowerment, that is needed by a whole bunch of people. A whole bunch of people need to have that. A whole bunch of us need to have that right there. And as
empowerment is I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. This is all good. Yes.
Empowerment is the backbone of DYP. And so we can install that into the community, things will start changing in the community because it all goes, everything, I keep saying it, but empowerment is the foundation of DYP.
Yes, indeed. And even on Saturday when I shared something and I did not name the school.
Still, someone texted me on Instagram the other day and they asked, what was your name? And I told them, I said, you need to follow them and stay engaged with them because they were telling me how transparent and people when they come to DYP events they think it's church events, but really we try not to. We don't want to we don't try to take God out of it. We want to keep him. He is he's over DYP, but we want to make it to where it's relevant and it's open. No, you know what I'm trying to say.
Oh, yes.
Got stuck.
that it touches people, that it touches people from a spiritual to a secular. And so that's why whenever you ask me to come, that's why I already know I can be real about it. And then I'm saying, and just what you think. And these are people who need to hear it, who will go and do something with it. And that's what I tell people. And that it's just a seed being planted. However they want to do it, that's on them. If it's going to be in a piece that they do or something they do to help in the neighborhood, at least a seed has been planted. And that way I can be at peace with myself and say that I did all that I can while here on earth, that I shared something. And so that's why I want the folks to understand, hey, the folks who are here, we can now go out and make a change in this community right now and look out for one another and really stand up for one another with all that's going on, because people talk about it, but we want people standing up. And so that's why I said the efforts that you all do. And when I see the cadre of folks right there, I'm like saying, yo, these are the people right here. These are the people. These are the ones right here. These are the ones that are making it happen. These are the ones, and these are the ones that more has to be done to support their efforts by the community at large. That's what I'm saying to the community at large. We'll do more to support them. When you see it together, I say DYP, anything they're doing, we need to be more engaged in doing what they can, helping support the efforts, because we see that, again, like I said, that residual impact, that seed being planted, that y'all now nurture that. So we now have a better community, have a better person. And that is the wonderful thing about what the work that you do. But I'm going to say this to you. And this is personal. This is personal, because by you talking about or saying something about it, it can possibly help someone out there with regards to checking out the show. How do you deal with discouragement? How do you deal with discouragement? Because I know it comes at you. How do you deal with discouragement?
Well, I just have to, and I had a conversation with someone a while ago, and same route we're going. And what we were talking about is, when leaders get discouraged, how do leaders continue to press on? All right. And so my response to them, and I'll say this again, when you get discouraged, and that's for anyone who's watching this right now, you have to go back to the breaking point. You have to go back to the place where, when you first started, ask yourself, why did I start this? Or you can, better yet, you can ask yourself, why did God put this in me to complete? So that's something I always think about. Because people can lie and say, I never get discouraged. I never, I'm never down. But we all have times where we are down. We all have times where we are like, when's time coming? When things going to turn around for me? So you always have to look back at, why did I start, and remember what's on the inside of you. And that helps me. I'm speaking from experience. That helps me to go forward. I want, how many times I wanted to let go of DYP? How many times I said, you know what, I'm taking a break. And that break turned into not just 1 week. That break turned into a few months. So, and then those few months to get like, okay, you know what? I think it's time to let that go. But just something in me that would not let it go, not allow me to let it go.
And you heard that those words that you just said, that is relevant, because I said someone out there and they need to hear that. That is something that is absolutely true, because we all get those moments. When you say go back to the reason why you got started, go back to the beginning. I thought that, I was like, okay, that's a powerful statement right there. Go back to why you got started. So, because some of us, we fall by the wayside when it comes to that. And so, yes, sir, I thought that was powerful.
And you got to remind yourself, why did I start this?
Right.
Did I start, what was the motive behind why did I start this? Did I start for, my personal gain? Did I start to impact the community? You got to remember who's out there who's dependent on you. So every time I think about giving up, I remind myself of all the young people that may have watched the show, all of the families that may have watched the show, all of the people that we've interviewed, all of the connections and the relationships that we made. Those people are dependent on us to continue. So if we let go, we're not hurting ourselves. We're hurting the relationship. We're hurting the community. We're hurting the people that we have impacted. So that's how I look at it.
Yes, yes, yes.
Brooker
Again,
said
you get,
expressing in
huh?
spite of the weapons. That was good. That's good.
Well, I'm gonna share this with you. I'm gonna use what you said with regard to
Go
going
ahead.
back, but I'm not gonna give you credit for it. I'm gonna steal it. I'm gonna claim it for myself, and I'm gonna use that. People, I was like, you got to go back to why you get started. I'm like, I ain't gonna give you the credit. That's why I'm putting that in the open. That's what I'm going to do. But I did like I said, but I ain't giving you credit for it. So I'm just saying that's kind of like payback. That's just that's just some interest. When you be turning against me, siding
Mhm.
with them, like that one and that one right in back of me right there called a
Yeah.
mirror. Like that. My cousin, my sister. That stuff like that. You be doing,
Mhm.
but. So I also want to touch upon something. What have you been? What has made you feel good about your work? And so I'm saying, all right, you're doing the work with DYP, you're doing the work with that, but also as a minister, with regards to touching people, what has given you? What have you been happy about? Some people say proud. I'm saying not proud in a negative way, but you've been happy about that. It gives you that like. I'm doing the work, and it gives you some satisfaction. And I was going to say some social satisfaction with regards to you internally.
Well, I mean that's a good question. That is a great question. When I think about all of the things that we've done, because I never put myself. I never say all the things that I've done because
Right.
like you said earlier, if are we talking about DYP or ministry wise?
I'm saying with regards to you being a minister, because we discussed it. You could discuss both of them, but I want people also to get that you also are a minister with regards to that. And what has been the work that you have touched upon? Because some of the DYP, you touched upon some of it, but just in general, you can both of them, and it's all good because that's what I want people to know again about this brother. Like I said, I met 5 years ago, 5.5, 6 years ago, that has been on track to make things happen.
So Minister JaQuan Oliver would not be here without the community of people. I can name some people: Lady Small, Jackie B. Small, Bishop Nathaniel Small. We got Minister Brooker on here, Stephanie Brooker. I can go on and on. My church family, New Salem Community Fellowship Church. That's my village. You know how they say it takes a village.
Right.
It
Yes,
takes a
sir.
village. So I think, with all of the people that have supported me, that have poured into me, I wouldn't be here without them. I wouldn't be here.
Yes.
I wouldn't be on here without you, pouring into me those 5 years ago and continually, encouraging me and empowering me to keep going.
Yes, yes, indeed. Because we all build. That's why you inspired me, and it's all. That's it's
Mhm.
the circle. That again, all of us build and feed upon one another. We are all layers to help each other. Like I said, greatness is never achieved by yourself. Others help you to achieve greatness. And
Mhm.
so now we'll go and throw this out to you. What are some programs or initiatives that you all have coming up with regards to DYP? Coming up, like say in the summer or in the fall or the end of the year.
So the event that I told you a few minutes ago that a while ago we took a short break just to
Mhm.
kind of revamp and rethink some things to
Yes,
see,
sir.
okay, how can we relaunch and how can we implement some new things, that way we're not just doing the same thing when we started, but and we have to also remember, when you revamp and you relaunch, you never want to switch gears from why you started,
Mhm.
what's the purpose. So now that we've finished the event this past Saturday, that was us celebrating our 2 year anniversary. But also, some people didn't know this, we are relaunching the actual show. So
Okay. Okay.
in a few weeks, we'll be putting out some new episodes of a phenomenal lineup of young people, young entrepreneurs, young artists, poets, spoken word artists. So we have a few things planned. I can't say everything, but we are working on, of course, a back to school event to empower those students going back to school, whether it's college, whether it's high school, whether it's middle school, whatever the case may be. You know, we want to empower them as they go back into this year. We're still somewhat in the pandemic. You know, we have to be able to encourage them to continue to go on.
And you heard it first on Run Tell That, the relaunching, bam, coming on. Dear young people, show the podcast is relaunching. So it's going to be right there. You heard it first on here. Run Tell That. Let y'all know that. Bam. And for those of you who may not be aware, so Minister JaQuan, I'm let you know, Run Tell That is the little brother show of all the Our Black Media Network shows. We're the little brother. Everybody else have 15 hours to do their show. They have 12 hours. They have 5 hours. We have only 57 minutes. And sometimes they'll shut us down. So we are the little brother show. Huh?
I think that's shade.
Woo! 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 I'm just saying. But that way, so but we do what we gotta do. So that's why we bring out and throw out the great people that are around us. Yeah. So that way, yeah. So these we still make an impact. We still plant a little seed on all the Our Black Media Network shows. We still do that, and that's why we love what we do and love to Run Tell That family. And so, my brother, what's a word of inspiration? What are some words of inspiration you give to anyone out there that's checking out the show this evening, when they see it tomorrow and other days during the week? Like, what's words of inspiration that people can carry with them? What would you give to them, brother?
Well, there's a song that says, it's by Jonathan Reynolds, and he says, "Help me maintain." That's one of my favorite songs. Not one of the songs like you asked me earlier that gets me.
Which I'm gonna be coming to that. I was gonna be coming to that because I ain't forgot about it. I know. Yeah.
That's not one of my songs that gets me to going, but that's a song that keeps me going. So it doesn't get me excited, but it just empowers me to and inspires me to keep going. So I would just leave you guys with this: keep maintaining through every obstacle, every situation, every downfall, every loss you may experience. Life is going to hit you in the face. Life is going to, there's going to be some accidents in life, but you have to continue to maintain through it all. And that goes back to continue to press and continue to empower yourself. That way you can continue to empower the people around you. Because when you do that, you're empowering the people around you to continue to do what, Mr. Amir? Maintain.
And go forward. That's right. Forward. Maintain and go forward.
That's the only way we can go higher.
That's right. And collectively. That's right. There's a Haitian proverb that goes, voisin not say, find me too, which means the neighbor's your family too. And so that's why for me to go forward, I got to make sure I take care of my neighbors. Right. And I got to understand my neighbors are me. And then my neighbors take that same attitude. So again, when you talk about that village, that we all are showering each other with support, showering each other with support and with love. And so that's what it's about. That's why, again, it's about being selfless, not selfish. And that's why I say what I've seen with your movement, that again, it's been selfless and it's truly been inspiring to people. It's been giving people a vehicle, a platform that is necessary, that is needed. So again, and it helps with regards to that. And so now we come to you, which you thought we may have forgotten, and we had not forgotten. What song or songs give you that? Oh, that song made whatever. Like, whoo, okay, that you feel it. And like I say, it could be a song or songs, because sometimes you have more than one song, and that's what we throw it out there. And my sister Magdalene said, life is a test. That's right. Life is a test. That is true. That's right. And now we have to go for it, and we have to pass that test. Pass the test of life. Yes.
I love John Legend. I love John Legend. He has a song, oh God, it's something bigger. It's one of his new albums. I thought you was going to play the song when I told you.
That's a good point. So, Mr. Producer, that's what might be happening for now. We might do that on Run Tell It. We might go and do that. Yeah, I just say since you said that. So yes, indeed. So, Mr. Producer, that's what we may be doing. So now, this is a serious matter. Mm-hmm. This is serious. Mm-hmm. This is a life-changing matter I'm about to discuss with you now, Minister JaQuan Oliver. This is life-changing, life-impacting. And again, like I said, we've had some fun. We joked about some things, and that's fine. Run, tell that we have a range of emotions and feelings. That's what we're going to do. We have people who become moved by certain things, and so it become very touching. And we laugh and joke about something, but some things are so serious that, again, we say, we want people to understand this is a life-changing matter right here. So I'll pose this question to you. And, like I said, I want you to, be forthright about it, be real about it, and be correct about it. What is the best high school in Savannah, Chatham County, Georgia? I'm not smiling. I'm not smiling. I told you. I'm not smiling. See, am I smiling?
Listen, I'm gonna be straight up. I'm gonna be honest. The best high school in Savannah, no, the best school in Georgia is Saul C. Johnson High School.
This is what, oh my God, did I not say to him, this is a life-changing matter. This is a matter that is serious. This is a real, this is why the world's in the condition that it's in right now. This is why, thank you, Magdalene, my sister, Heavens B. Jenkins High School. It is Heavens B. Jenkins High School. See, again, I had ignored you, Minister Leonard Brooker. All right, brother, because I know you don't want to hear about no Saul C. Johnson High School. That's why you signing off right now. So I'm just saying, I had said to him a serious question, and he still got the jokes about it. He said it earlier, and I had ignored him because I said, he not living rent-free in my head. Thank you, my sister.
I kept
Magdalene.
it real. I kept it real. And I don't care who's mad about it. I kept it real.
He like, Jamal, I don't care who mad about on Run Tell That. Again. Okay. And I started to do something because I had something on my mind also. I was going to do with you. I was going to do this with you. You had to go to Windsor because I know you want to come to Heavens B. Jenkins High School, brother. I know you want to come to heaven because it's Heavens B. Jenkins High School. Because when you walk there, you are there in heaven. That's what it is. Oh, Minister JaQuan. So I'll let you understand why I'm saying this is serious. I need to let you know that God is an alumnus of Heavens B. Jenkins High School. God. I'm talking about God is an alum of Heavens B. Jenkins High School. So that's why, again, and God is a part of the class of eternity. That's right.
I'm going to record you, and I need you to say that again because I'm bringing all of the Atom Smashers. We coming after you. I need you to say that again. Say that again.
I said that again. Oh, I ain't got no shame. God is an alumnus of Heavens B. Jenkins High School. God is a part of the class of eternity and infinity. God. So anybody who goes against Heaven B. Jenkins High School, you're going against God. That's the first alumnus of Heaven B. Jenkins High School. We don't care if you're an Atom Smasher or if you are a Knight or a Blue Jacket or a Bulldog or an Allen's Dolphin or a Firebird, Phoenix, whatever. We don't care if you're a Wolverine, a Devil Bear. We don't care if you're a Rebel. None of that right there. Heavens B. Jenkins High School. Yeah. That's right. Thunder is rolling because God about to strike them down when they come against Heaven B. Jenkins High School. That's why I say it was a serious matter.
You better lock them doors up.
Cause see, I was gonna do something with you, but I said I can't do it with you. I was gonna tell you to rank the schools, and automatically I know you wasn't gonna do it right. Cause again, you're gonna say Saul C. Johnson. So no, I can't even do that with you no more. But then what I see again, God is talking to me right now. God is saying, ask him what is the best middle school in Savannah, Chatham County, Georgia. But then you probably get that wrong, so I'm gonna leave that alone.
That's a little bit difficult because I went to 2 middle schools, and I think both of them are the best. But if I had to choose, it would be Overthorpe Academy. But I went to Durin as well.
I had already said I ain't want to ask you nothing like that. I had already said I wasn't going to ask you. You got it wrong. It's Myers. It's Myers. See how there's a W like this and then an M like that? Myers Middle School. But anyway, like again, you just okay. I'm just leave all that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone. Because what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take it out on your sister. I'm gonna take it out on the mirror. I'll take it out on the mirror. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bother the mirror. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. But to the Run Tell That family, we've been honored to have with us on the show. We've been honored to have our brother.
SSU.
That's right. Well, the best university? Savannah State University, Tim. You know that 1501 in the house, Savannah State in the house. That's right.
At least we agree on something.
Yeah, we go there. Tiger territory. That's right. Anybody else? We don't care what you say, Bethune. We don't care what you say, fan. We don't care what you say. 1501 in the house. That's right. We don't care what you say, Howard. We don't care what you say, South Carolina State. We don't care what you say, Claflin, Benedict, Allen. But you, my mom with the Benedict, I don't care. She still went to the wrong school. I'm just let you know that. Every Waters, we know what the Tiger territory, the blue and orange, Savannah State University. And so, yes, we've had on with us Minister JaQuan Oliver, who is one of the leaders of a movement, and we're one of the heroes in this city. And he has heroes and heroes working alongside him with Dear Young People, and they're going to be relaunching and rebranding everything going forward with other businesses and also people who are in the community who are making things happen. My brother, we've been honored to have you on Run Tell That, and we're going to want to have you back on Run Tell That also. So again, that you let us know what else is going on. So if we say yes, mad love, and let me, you ain't got to tell us you the class of '79. You okay. Okay, Savannah State. Okay, all right, cool. All right, I thought you was trying to go to Windsor Forest. I said them nights be tripping too. I'm just saying. But yeah, so I'm just doing that, making sure that we show the love to our people. And we said, all you checking out Run Tell That. And Terry Mobley. Oh, Terry Mobley is another one. She be signing
Miss Terry.
I'm gonna get her too. Terry Mobley. All right. She team
Durin.
Huh?
Miss Mobley was one of my teachers at Durin.
Okay. But she also causes problems. She sided with the mirror against me too. So that's what I'm saying. Both of you, and I was gonna say something about it, but see, I ain't see her come on yet. So I'm just saying, yeah, both of y'all side against me with the mirror. So I'm just like saying, hey, but brother, we're glad to have you on the show.
Yes.
And so we're gonna be signing out. And again, we're gonna want to have you on again, and we want you all to be checking out all the events of Dear Young People, all the platforms that they're doing the shows on, and all their efforts. So again, mad respect and mad love. And as I say, everyone out there, Run Tell That family, this is one of the heroes in this community, and that again, heroes in the state, not just in the state, but in this entire country. So Minister JaQuan Oliver, it is an honor to have you with us.
I appreciate you, man, for allowing me to come on too. I appreciate it.
And I'm going to get JaQuan, let y'all know that I'm going to get JaQuan that foolishness about Saul C. Johnson High School. Run Tell That family. Again, love you all. Appreciate it.
like that.